Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel. I got a video for you today, the title of which is Hello, we need suckers to pay too much for cruise ship vacations. That's right, the cruise lines are looking for you to pay too much and get sucked in to pay top dollar to go on a cruise. This is how these guys make the most money. Of course, let's be fair. Walmart wants you to pay too much. McDonald's wants you to pay too much. Every airline wants you to pay too much. Every car rental company, every hotel, every business in the world wants you to pay too much so that they can make more money. Cruise lines are no different. They're in the business to make money. Can you blame them? They're running billion-dollar assets into the water that are depreciating every minute of the day because the salt water slowly eats them up. They've got to make money when the sun shines. And if they can get you to pay top dollar and add on all the extras, and you just willingly do it, they're gonna love you. They're gonna love you. They're not gonna tell you you're paying too much. They're just gonna take your money and give you the value that you've paid for. On the other hand, there are those out there who go cruising who don't pay top dollar. They don't get sucked in. They're the ones who turn the tables on the cruise lines, on the airlines, on the hotels, and they are buyers when the others are desperate sellers. And this is the thing you've got to understand about the big picture, whether it's your job, relationships with the family, whether it's shopping for a new car. You got to be a buyer when someone is a seller and they're more desperate to sell than you are to buy. And that's the thing with a cruise. And today, that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Let me give you some ideas here how you can save a ton of money and not get caught being a sucker out there. By the way, thank you for those of you out there who support this channel. Those of you who are picking up Traveling with Bruce merchandise like my t-shirts, or how about my coffee mug here, the old TWB coffee mug. Thank you, everybody. Cheers to everybody out there. Got my caffeine-free Diet Coke going here to keep me going. Let's talk about some deals and cruises and how you can save, all right? Let's start off with, when you buy a cruise with a year and a half to go and you pay for it all up front in one shot at full price, you're a sucker. You are locked in. You got yourself a problem here. Maybe you can cancel out, maybe you can't. It all depends on the policy of the cruise line. The strategy I would employ is if there's a cruise that interests you and you're dying to go on a particular cruise at a particular time, and it has to be a certain ship, it has to be a certain itinerary, maybe it's a family reunion and you just can't be picky about which cruise to take. Although, to avoid that mother-in-law, you might want to be on the ship before, the week before, but you're not going to get away with it. Anyway, I would recommend you just put a deposit down on your cruise. The minimum amount you can. The cruise line says that with as little as $50 or $100, you can put a deposit down on this cruise. It's way in the future. And then they'll give you a schedule of payments that are required, and they'll give you a schedule of when you can make payments and also still get full refunds if you make cancellations. At least you'll have an idea how many days before the cruise you're kind of flexible to be able to make another move. One, it could be that the family reunion is off. The family reunion gets canceled because somebody got sick or it just didn't work out. It was a great idea at the time, but people thought, the family thought 50 people would go on this family cruise and only 8 were going because we found out so-and-so was going to be on the ship and we're not going. So you want to be able to back out. The other thing you want to be able to do is you might get lucky. It might just be that the cruise that you're on, the actual cruise that you've picked on this particular ship, is one of those cruises where with 90 days to go, 60 days to go, the cruise line has run into a bit of a problem. There's a whole bunch of vacancies and a whole bunch of openings have popped up and the price is dropping. And if the price is dropping, you are going to enjoy the price drop. One way or another, you're going to get your share of that price drop. You'll either, with let's say with 5 months to go, they've dropped the price by $1,000 per person, or $500 a person, $300 a person. For your cabin of 2, that's at least $600. If there's a cabin of 4 of you, mom and dad and 2 kids, and it's $300 less per person, that's $1,200. You'll just cancel your cruise outright. Just cancel it. Even if you have to give up your $100 deposit, you just kiss it off you turn right around and call them back, and you book yourself the cruise for $1,200 less, and you're $1,100 ahead. You're not a sucker. You didn't get locked in. That's one thing to think about. Second thing to think about is the cruise is going ahead. Prices are about the same, but you know what? You booked an inside room. You booked an outside room. You booked a balcony on level 8, but you have an obstructed view with a lifeboat. Why don't you call the cruise ship with 60 days to go? See if you can get an upgrade, because with 60 days to go, a whole bunch of people who've canceled have canceled, and all these rooms are available, and the cruise ship wants to fill that ship up. And one thing they love to do is to upgrade people that have already paid, already booked on the cruise, to get them to move up in class. And you might find that you can move from an outside room with a view to maybe a mid-level balcony unit. Maybe they'll throw in a drink package. Maybe it comes with an extra $100 cabin credit. You call them up with 60 days to go. You find out what they're offering you. If they're not offering you a deal, you say, thanks, I'll just stay with what I have. Thank you anyway. Then with 30 days to go, you call again. And you find out now what's going on. Nothing's new, don't worry about it. With 15 days to go, you call again. And you just might find that with 15 days to go, the cruise ship has 40 cabins that they are trying to move, and they would rather take you from an inside base room to a higher level balcony room at a deal. Maybe it's $200 a person more, and you can move up a whole bunch of levels, and you might inherit a number of perks that come your way. But be careful. You might give up perks you already have. If they've signed you up on a deal with free drinks already and Wi-Fi, and now you go up 3 or 4 levels to a higher cabin, but all you get is the cabin, no drinks, no Wi-Fi, no shore excursion credits or whatever, you might want to stay where you are. You're going to have to play hardball with these guys. Be assertive, stand up for yourself, and say, hey, look, I got this deal right here, right now, as you can plainly see on your computer screen. This is the deal I have. I'm happy to move up to a higher level, but I want all my perks, and you make sure that you get them. Otherwise, don't do the deal, just so you know. Anyway, there's an idea right there about how you can not be a sucker and pay top price and be satisfied with what you have. So many cruisers out there will book a cruise a year in advance, year and a half in advance. They'll pay half of it up front. They'll pay the other half with 6-8 months to go, and they didn't get a free drink package. They didn't get any specialty dining deals. They didn't get free tips. They didn't get the shore excursion credits. They didn't get a cabin credit. They got nothing. They got the room, and that's all they've got. And now the cruise line is offering deals left, right, and center to get new people to come in. They're offering much higher grade rooms for as much as you paid, and they're throwing in the drink package, the Wi-Fi package. You gotta stay on top of that. So yeah, call them and say, hey, listen, I'm happy with my room, but I now want the drink package. I now want the Wi-Fi package. And if you have the opportunity to cancel your cruise and get a full refund on your entire payment, to just literally turn around and rebook again and get all those deals, you'll threaten them with that. They might be very flexible with you. They might not. Now, if it's your travel agent that's handling it for you, great. You want to have an assertive travel agent that won't take anything from anyone on your behalf. They will back you up and look after your best interests. That's the kind of travel agent you want. You'll find out the first time you book a cruise, if the travel agent never calls you with an upgrade, an update, or anything like that, then you know you got a travel agent who just took the commission. They were happy to get your booking, and they're leaving you alone. On the other hand, if you get a travel agent where 8 months ago you booked a cabin with that travel agent, and with 3 months to go, they're calling you up saying, hey, listen, I just found out I can get you a better deal on that same cruise. Or, hey, listen, are you married to this ship for this week, for this itinerary? Because I'll tell you right now, we can cancel this cruise that you took, that you wanted to take. I can put you on this cruise line with this ship in this category cabin with all these freebies for just as much money or even less. Are you interested in making a switcheroo? That's the kind of travel agent you want working for you, someone who's proactive and is going to be on top of the market on your behalf. There's just one example right there, different extensions there. All right, let's talk about something else. Suckers get on cruise ships and don't take advantage of all the perks that are available to them. For example, a number of cruise lines will let you bring a bottle of wine on board the ship for each adult in the room. So if it's 2 of you traveling in a cabin, You can each take a bottle of wine on board. You should do that. Stop by Costco on the way to the pier and pick up a bottle of wine for 10 bucks, a bottle of red, a bottle of white, or whatever you like. Bring it on board, because you're going to find that when you're on board, you want to get a glass of wine on the pool deck or brought to your cabin. You want a couple of glasses of wine brought to your cabin with the cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers are no charge because it's a room service feature, but the wine by the glass, you're looking at $8 to $12 per glass of wine. If you happen to have a couple of bottles with you, just order the cheese and crackers, thank you, a couple of snacks, have it brought to you by the room service folks, give them a couple of dollars when they deliver that, and uncork your own bottle of wine. Did you forget the corkscrew? Don't worry, contact your cabin attendant. They have corkscrews. Give them a $1 tip for that. He or she will look after you like you cannot believe. Now you have 2 bottles of wine with your cabin. You're on the ship for a week. You might take 2 or 3 days, 4 days to enjoy those 2 bottles in your cabin. You're not going to carry the bottle with you to the restaurant. Don't do that. It's pointless. Enjoy it in your cabin, on your balcony if you've upgraded, and relax and enjoy. You're saving probably, 2 bottles of wine. How many glasses can you get out of each bottle? 6? 6 glasses a bottle? 8 maybe? You're talking about saving $100, $120, depending on the wine and depending on the quality of wine that you were going to order in the first place. Yeah, I take advantage of that. Suckers don't do that. Suckers come on board and pay by the glass and get hooked. Of course, if you have a drink package, you can say, hey, I got a drink package, it's free anyway. Well, it's not actually free. There's a 20% tip added in to the cost of all drinks, even in drink packages. So if the wine was 12 bucks a glass, you brought in 2 of them, that's $24 plus a 20% tip. You got the $24 free, but you're paying $4.80 in tips every time you get 2 glasses of wine. 2 bottles of wine, that might equal, like I say, 12 glasses, 12 times 240. It's 25, 30 bucks. 30 bucks in tips, you've just paid your sucker. You can save yourself 30 bucks in tip money just by bringing 2 bottles of wine on board the ship. It's worth it. It really is. There's just another little thing. Book your own excursions. Suckers pay the cruise lines top dollar for shore excursions, and they don't even think about it. They just say, hey, we're going to Alaska on a 7-day cruise, or we're going to Europe on a Mediterranean cruise, we're in Florida going on a Caribbean cruise. We'll just pay the cruise line whatever they want at the shore excursion desk or well in advance online and book our excursions. And you're going to pay upwards of double the price that you would normally have to pay. There are tour operators in various countries around the world that make deals with cruise lines where they say, we will charge 80 bucks a passenger for our services. It's a 6-hour tour with bus rides and admission into various areas. The cruise line goes, great, that's fantastic. We're going to add $40 to $80 on top of that for our commission, our profit, to offer the cruise excursion, to collect the money, and to make ourselves a nice little buck. If you book the excursion yourself through theoretically the same operator or other operators in the area, you could save yourself a bundle. Yes, I will warn you, if you take an excursion in a country, say you're doing an excursion in Naples, Italy, for example, and you're going with a local guide for the day, might be with their own vehicle, that type of thing, they have to know, and you have to know what time you should be back at port to catch your ship. Of course, that only makes sense. So you double and triple check your timing, make sure your phone is on ship time, and you make sure that the guide knows what the ship time is, and you get back to that ship with plenty of time to spare. All right, what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, suckers don't go to the casino. Believe it or not, going to the casino is a smart move if you're a cruise ship traveler. You can save a bundle of money going to the casino. Did you know that? First of all, if you're going to the casino anyway, and you're gonna pop into the casino after the show is over in the big theater, and you're gonna play some slots for half an hour or an hour, you're gonna do it anyway. When you go into the casino, let's say you're at sea and it's 1 in the afternoon, you don't have a drink package, you want a drink, well, why don't you walk into the casino? Sit down at a slot machine. Maybe you and your wife walk in there. Have your wife start playing on a penny slot machine. In the meantime, you walk over to the bartender over where the bar is and order a couple of drinks because you're playing the slot machines over here and the drinks are free in the casino. whether it's just a beer, or a glass of wine, or a highball, whatever you want. They're generally going to be very easy about that. And make sure that when the bartender, either the bartender prepares it or whether the bartender sends the waitress to you right away, you give that individual a $1 tip per drink in cash. And you will have no trouble reordering drinks for as long as you want to go into the casino. And think about this. You go into the casino at 1 in the afternoon, you sit down and play for 10, 15 minutes, you order a drink, and then you order a second drink. As soon as the second drink arrives, you pack it in, and you head back out to the pool deck, and you got yourself a drink that cost you maybe 12 bucks, 14 bucks, whatever it is, for free. And you got 2 drinks within 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, one that you're consuming out on the pool deck or taking back to your room or wherever you're going on the ship. And you have to economically understand, you know, I was going to lose 10 or 20 bucks in the casino playing these penny machines anyway, but I got $24 in drinks. So did my better half here. We got 50 bucks in drinks according to the ship prices, and we only lost 20 bucks in the casino. Not a bad deal. Another thing you want to do is have a chat with your casino manager. These are the folks that are in charge of watching the play of their passengers. And cruise lines, casino departments, those divisions are powerful. They have got unbelievable power to book people on cruises going forward like you cannot believe. And if you're in the casino 4 or 5 days, every evening for an hour or 2 or 3, and you're racking up the points, you might want to get to know your casino manager and say to them, can you make sure that you send me email alerts on last minute cruises or casino slot tournaments going forward? Because every cruise line does that. Their casino divisions are marketing and promoting their casinos all the time. You might be receiving now in the mail casino brochures where they're offering you a 20%, 30% discount and $100 free play from time to time. You may want to pick up the phone, call the 800 number for that promotion that you're getting in the mail and say, hey, listen, thinking about taking a Caribbean cruise March of next year or whatever the cruise is, wherever in the world you want to go, what kind of promotion can you offer me? I can't go on any of the promotions that you mailed me for this particular quarter, but I'm thinking about something 6 months from now. What can you do for me? Now, you already know, if you're not a sucker, you already know what the cost of the cruise is going to be if you buy it yourself. You know what the cruise line is offering the rooms for. You know what the discount websites are offering the cruise for. Even perhaps your travel agent may have said to you, the best thing I can get for you, I can get you an inside room for this much, I can get you a balcony for that much. You've got this information already at hand. Now you're calling the casino people and looking for a booking on a ship through their department. You might be shocked where they say to you, yeah, listen, we can put you in a balcony on the so-and-so ship for this particular itinerary. Here's the amount. They tell you what the amount is, and they may throw you a drink package. They may throw you a specialty dining package. They have power to throw in whatever they want to get you to book. You do the math and go, hey, you're thinking to yourself, $500 a person cheaper going through the casino department rather than booking it on my own. Get to know these people and make sure you are getting their promo material. That way you could perhaps save in the future dramatically. All right, so there's a few thoughts of how not to be a sucker, to be affirmative and assertive and get your fair share. You've got to remember, these are businesses, these cruise lines. They're not there for your health and for your good times without you paying for it. They're going to try to find a way to get you to pay full price if at all possible. They're going to try to scare you and telling you, oh, we're sold out, we're overbooked, you'll be lucky to even get a cabin. Maybe you should look at another cruise line. Maybe you should look at another itinerary. Don't be looking for super cheap deals on Easter weekend. Thanksgiving long weekend, you might not get the deal, but the week after Thanksgiving, oh my. Yeah, everyone's back at work and kids are in school. Maybe then you can shop around and now you can see for yourself just what the deals are. Work with your travel agent if you have one. Contact the cruise lines directly on the phone and talk to the agents there. You'd be surprised. They have deals that might be on their desk that haven't even been announced yet on the internet. be aware, be assertive, know the market, and you may just find that the suckers are paying the top dollar and you're getting something for a lot less. Anyway, there's a thought for you. Give it a shot. Thanks for watching this video today. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it informative. If you like any part of this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. We love getting those. Thank you for those of you out there again who are going to Traveling with Bruce, picking up TWB merchandise. I do appreciate it. And those of you who are subscribing to my channel, please hit the bell notification icon. You'll get an alert every time I do a new video. There you go. There it is for today. Thanks for visiting with me. I appreciate it. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.